Don't remind me, Kate. What cake is coming out?
We're not going to watch Sadness, are we? I'd like to see over Sadness.
No, I don't have any video clips because I'm slowly trying to prep this for ACEN. And with ACEN, it's all like, no copyrighted material. It's all like, and scratch.
Funny.
I applaud your background.
I like that.
It changes, so that's just what you get.
Only the manliest of backgrounds for this panel.
Yeah, exactly. Manliest background.
There is still booze.
First of all, I'm Zesh.
Hey.
Welcome to the panel Believes in You, provided that you believe in said panel. Why are you being it?
Don't move it. Pause.
Relax.
Pause. Pause. Pause.
Oh, there we go, there we go. Okay. Alright. And welcome to the panel Believes in You, provided that you believe in said panel, but it's okay, because it's all positive until you get to the end, and then it's
Go.
week of pausing dogs. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the series. Welcome to Jihad Village. Look at that architecture. Nice, nice architecture. Alright. Jihad Village sucks. Mainly because of bitches. This is Simone. He's our main character. He's got drills. He's got magic. But he doesn't know it yet. Bitches.
Yes.
Street corner, and back alley. But it's cool, because we got Kamina. He's our bro.
Yeah.
And we do good things. Awesome things. Epic things.
Like men.
Like men. You meet Yoko, and she's awesome, but then you find out she's from a pit, and then she's got like thunder thighs all of a sudden. Awesome. Alright, and we fight faces. Alright, first I have to complain about this. So, you have the most destructive thing on the planet. You have the best weapon in the world. You want to keep it away from people. The people that you have forced underground. Where are you going to stick this weapon? Underground?
Yeah.
Lord Gino went senile a long time ago. It's all like, I've made cookies. I don't want you children to eat these cookies, but I'm going to leave them on the floor. And I'm going to leave for like 8 hours. Don't eat the cookies. Where are the cookies? I should have known better. Alright. And here we see the pig mole in its natural habitat. I'm just going to go through these as quick as real men of genius. I don't know how a gun works. Still don't know how a gun works. Despair, hero, and the sword that never ends. I would love for someone to rig this up as a costume, like just the never-ending sword. How is he doing that? Got some Siegfried and Roy stuff going on. I really don't want to go through the whole series. I was drinking. Oh yeah. When shows up, it's like I'm watching Gurren. It's like I'm watching Gunley all over again. Because jackass. We meet Derry and Gimme. And we realize that certain people have issues with authority. An old man Coco. who once upon a time fell in love, but you never see that in the series. You have to read the manga after that. Breaks your heart.
Yeah.
I think it's like written somewhere in a rule that like every anime has to have a bathhouse episode.
Yes.
It's like High School and Dad. It's like there a man eating ghouls right outside our door. What are we gonna do? We're just gonna bath. That's very important. We're not gonna put in pants whenever the house is not being attacked. But yeah. Buddha needed an award. It's like at the end of Star Wars Episode 4, whenever everybody gets a medal except for Chewie. It's like Chewie did just as much work. Buddha has put in so much work and dedication, and probably has post-traumatic stress disorder.
He was originally born to be food.
Well, it's gonna do stuff to you too, but so's spending like an hour hanging from a... Yeah. Also, how is he holding on? Like, how is he holding on? And... because that face, I feel, should have been on him the entire time. Tiny nails. And then we get Lord Juno, who's got like rave eyes.
And the best beard.
You see things and there's gunmen and fighting and drills. So many drills and flags and people and bitches. Hey little kid, we're the same age. Really? Yeah. What you doing? So. What you doing? What do you think? Yeah. Coffee and do it. This would be a nice scene if it wasn't for what happens next.
Yeah. The thing that doesn't happen. Yeah, we're denying that it ever happened. This can happen.
Love this scene.
Yep.
And then the sadness.
No. Does make sense.
And he freaks out.
Nope.
You freak out too.
No.
It's okay,
We
it's alright.
deny it.
Put a band-aid on it, no band-aids.
They need
Yeah.
band-aids.
And then this happens.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
And
did not.
This happens, and it kind of had to happen.
No, it didn't.
It kind of had to happen, because I've watched this thing like 30 times. And it's like, okay, if he lives, then Simone never, like, matures. Like, Mia's not gonna go for him. And then, like, you've got Kamina with a whole harem of girls, and not all of them are legal, and I don't want to get into that.
plus, he's overpowered. Just saying.
If he was overpowered, he would have picked, but...
I don't know, I mean, like, he got like the entire left side of him cut open, his backstab.
Yeah, but gather the Dragon Balls, I mean,
Yeah, that's what they should have done. They should have just gathered Dragon Balls.
and crying. It's like right after that, everybody in the series becomes a giant jerk. Because it's all like, oh, you're a hero, and you've lost everything, and you probably need a hug, and someone to talk to, but we're just going to be emotionally distant and hope that you figure that shit out yourself. And he reaches Shinji level of devastation.
Wow.
I like how the lights are back on.
Look at that face. That face needs a hug.
Close up on that face.
That face needs some love. That one, just breaking down, and you know what's bad whenever you make a robot vomit sparkles. Because he finds the princess. In a box. You put all sorts of things in a box, aside from the obvious thing. You all heard the same.
Is it the same box?
Dear Lord, I hope not. What I love is in the manga they actually show the whole sequence of her getting in the box, and it's, I don't like Family Guy, but it is the whole, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. But it's, ooh, look, a flower. Ooh, look, a flower. Ooh, a whole box of flowers. And it just falls in. Box closes. They're obviously drug flowers. That's apparently what marijuana looks like. Which means she's got like a ganja flower in her hair, which is awesome. And I just love that the same voice actress in English did Starfire. Because it's the same character. Hello, Batman. Hello, Teen Titans. We do things. She's like the only person who's decent throughout the whole series. Everybody else, that is like, I would buy that swimsuit episode. I'd buy that swimsuit issue.
I love how Younger's swimsuit is more modest than her everyday clothes.
No, I'm talking about the guys. I would be all over like the 3-page foldout of Balimbo and Jorgen in those 1920s jumpers. And in Attenborough, that's the best thing ever. That's probably his like long underwear. He's gonna go have a beach episode in it. And then hair stuff happens, and more people die. And then we get the best Coke ever. Put her on Top Chef. I'd watch it.
I'm sure that's a crab.
It's not gonna taste like crab. It's, I don't know. Nothing's gonna taste like as it should. Imagine how fabulous he is right there. That's just.
There's probably muscles in it.
Yeah, that's like. we got the major packs. We got like 2, 4, 6. There's probably like another one under that.
Probably.
It's like an 8-pack. Couple more and we have a party. Then we go to Southland and meet this dude. And when that happens, I love how everything's a face. I want everything to be a face.
Faces.
What are you doing in your car? Googly eyes. The spiral calls to me. And then I just love this in the movie that we got the Care Bear stare. Do the Gurren countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Best dad in the world. I want like a dad competition between him and Gendo and who else was a really crap father?
Oh,
Darth Vader.
what's his face from Lucius' father?
Oh, Lucius' dad. The how is my hair even like this? Emperor of Britannia.
Also, can we do adoptive fathers as well, or mentors?
You know, you're either an orphan or your dad's a dick. But he gets hair.
Look at that hair! Beautiful hair.
And the lights came back on. Yeah, what's up with that?
I think it's on a timer.
We're going to create controls, and they're going to be buttons, and it's not going to be on and off. It's going to be game modes.
I like how it's bigger got bigger.
Spirit is bigger, and I love that chest hair.
It's a ball swash.
You know you have the power of the spiral whenever everything looks like a treble. And I'm really glad I don't get into that particular part of the fandom, because I don't think I can recover seeing yet another fuzzball. If you know what I'm talking about, yeah. One, you cut a hole in the, yeah. I just want to like Photoshop something in that center hole. It needs to be like raw and
No.
The pyro's head.
face.
Do you like from Meet the Pyro? At the end of that, Soldier has a giant hole in his chest. Everything around the fire, inside the hole, sparkles and rainbows.
Team Fortress 2 played it once and forgot that I had it. This is the best wedding photo ever. Just
Wow.
Catan said the groom has drawn eyeballs on his man X. Everybody's drinking. Ron is fighting over the bouquet. Going to jail.
Hey, Hero. I love Hero. He ain't that guy.
Alright, so this guy.
That guy.
This guy.
Horrible guy. He's nice.
So, what happens in 7 years? It's like we have reached a part of we have reached a time of peace and prosperity. What am I gonna do with my free time? I'm not gonna like openly date. I'm gonna go like dig up corpses and create Futurama tech and be the angriest man in the world. This dude needs to go find corner and back alley from earlier. Yeah. And like take a weekend.
Go to the bathhouse.
He's an elected official, so it's not like that's different. It's not like he can't afford it, because once again, he's like a senator. Senators no prostitution. Senators so no prostitution. Yoga's a teacher. None of that made any sense in my head.
Whatever, Yoko didn't teach your outfit, doesn't matter.
You got rings, this baby, this Stormageddon bringer of doom.
Yeah.
And then that happened. And explosions, and best thing to drop from a rave. Bombs. I don't like raves. Don't. But no, it's like, you know, it's like, we used to have, like, things dropped on our heads all the time, but it happened now. And, like, my Bentley got a scratch on it, so now we have to take the streets. Everyone has to die. And that happens. Oh, I took a picture of Roscoe getting hit with a rock. That seems like a very gross oversight on my count. In Smogo's prison, and prison stuff happens, because prison stuff is going to happen. He's a best friend. I love how they become friends in prison. That should never happen. You should never find your best friend in prison. Maybe you should find your best friend in prison. Squid Gino. That's gotta hurt. That's not a natural angle at all. But yeah, so all this happens and spirals and people and robots they go to the moon because that's no moon, it's a space station.
So did Star Wars.
Gonna eat a gun.
Best scene ever.
This is my favorite. This might be my favorite scene ever.
Yeah.
Just look at that.
It's projectile music.
This happens. This is the best costume ever.
Nope.
Don't know how that costume works.
Nope.
Especially in the movie, like they took away half her pants. And that happened, and it got really sad. And more robots and what it looks like, I'm going to send you into a dream state. Anti-Smile is going to send you into a dream state. And this is how you wish your life was.
What?
Not even for the stars here. Working on electrical lines.
Not enough guns.
It's like, no, it's like get some. Yoko's whole thing was happiness. Moan was not in a happy area, but no, their whole thing is working on power lines.
Yeah.
Fuse with very cosmos itself, and that happens. So much stuff. So boring. It's like a church party. Well, any church party I went to.
Everyone's naked.
Not gonna mention what kind of church party it was. Alright, so it's kind of hard to see, but these are like my favorite creatures of the entire Gurren Lagann universe because they are essentially bones with like, you know how it is in the anime where you got like the giant bone and like the big freaking piece of meat on it. That's where those come from, because that's all they are. You got a long bone and like the head. And for some reason there's like this legs attached to it. Hi, Dad. What you doing? Spiral stuff. I love how, it's like, I have drills, and like the whole thing was like throwing bigger drills at him. Whenever that doesn't work, we're just gonna punch the crap out of each other. Because that's how it ended with Gino, was I'm gonna punch the crap out of you. And then I'm gonna stick my drill in you. I finally get the subtext. Dear Studio Gainax, I finally get it. That hole was made for me. And so this is what happened in the movie, because like in the movie it's like the spiral power itself gives everybody back. Everybody gets their own gun in. It's like, we're gonna fight, it's gonna be awesome, but no, we all play together in separate mechs, and we all fuse those together like some really crappy Voltron. Not the lion one, but the one where it's like 30 frickin' cars. They're like space cars. I never watched the show. All fused together. And then this happens. Never seen it cosplayed, and probably for good reason. And then this happens. My Haagen-Dazs moment.
No.
I cry.
I'm
Every
so
single
hard.
time.
Manly tears. No, that's what I heard. Womanly
Oh,
tears.
see, I cried mainly tears
The
then.
problem with that entire scene in the movie, Jimmy still has his line where he's asking Simon to bring everyone back, but no one besides Kamina and Kitan actually die in the movie.
Well, yeah. So that's another thing. So in the series, a lot of people die. Kamina dies. Kitan dies. Lord Gino dies. Nobody cares. Iraq, Zorthi, Malambo, Jorgen, Kid, probably a bunch of other people. They all die. But in the movie, only 2 people die. And that's Kamina Kitan, which really breaks my whole. Everyone died. No, 2 people died. Get over it. Get over it. You go to the court of shame like we're Snowman, and hopefully you won't, go postal. Because we don't do well about talking about our feelings. Views. Freaking kids with coconuts and no respect. But he still has his best friend in the world. Take them all. Storage size. That thing is probably so delicious right now. This is like, what, 50 years of spiral energy? And a hamburger. Oh, God. Can you imagine how that tastes? Delicious.
Double K.
Okay. So this is in here because Double K is webcomic, or at least now it's finally webcomic format. It is the best thing I think has come out of the fandom.
Sure.
And it is a buddy cop comic. Set in like an alternate universe, Gurren Lagann. There's like, I think over 100 pages or something right now, and they finally got Simone out of the dress. But like the rest of the time, it's just like these two. Blowing crap up, and getting in fights, and drinking way too much. And he's been sober for like months. And Kamina just ruins it because hates it. Alright, so that's over. Now that we've gone through that, we've got like half an hour. Does anyone have any questions? Because I've watched this series like 30 times. And I've gone through everything so dang much, I'm still finding like weird things. There's just like half a frame of like some dude on a sand dune. First thing you see in like episode 3 or 4, and I have no idea who the hell he is. I just noticed him. I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah.
In the TV series, Buddha, whenever they're stuck in the anti-spiral dream world, he transforms into the humanoid form and then gets stuck into the world. But whenever they come out of it, he returns to just being a pigment. What happens there?
Well, what happens there? What I think is it was a stupid move. Because I think that the only he was asking like, why did Buddha turn into a person and then get sucked into the alternate dimension stuff, the alternate universe stuff, and then whenever it comes out of it, you see Pigmo again? Because it was a stupid idea. It's like I'm gonna have legs,
but it was the
and opposable thumbs, and that's gonna help.
But it was the only
It didn't help at all, so it didn't need to be there anymore.
But it was the only part that actually like went back to the prologue and made like some kind of sense of why the prologue ever existed.
That itself is one of the more interesting things about Japanese animation, and that is with American animation, you have to. Everything is very strictly regimented. It's like you've got a show, you've got 13 episodes, we need 13 scripts now. Before you're allowed to do anything else. You have to script out everything now. Whereas in anime, it's all like, I've got an idea. We've got cash. Do you? Because nobody has cash anymore. Will we give you cash for my idea? Yeah? Do you have the entire idea? Not really. I thought we'd just figure it out as we go along. That's okay. That's probably why Japan's pretty bankrupt in the anime business, but... Alright, anybody else? Yeah.
Okay, so, at the beginning how Buddha kind of sacrificed his tail to Kamina?
So delicious.
Well, like, it's a tail and then it's sewn with the rear end, and I'm just like, how did it survive? Like, it wasn't just the tail, it was tail and some
Have you ever seen the diagram of like a pig and where like all the tasty stuff goes?
Yes, but he survived. He just had a bald spot.
Well, first of all, he's like storing spiral energy away, so I guess that makes you like a lizard and you throw things back. But it's not like he lost an arm or a little hind section or. Are you like insinuating that he lost his butthole? And then we're just like wondering how the recovery process went?
Yes,
that's not what I implied.
Yes.
I suck. Yes.
Why did Buddha turn back into a kickball after he was transformed?
We went over that. No one really knows. I've only seen like one interview with anyone who worked on Gurren Lagann ever get translated. Everything's like, look at all these art books. Look at this book that's just like 50 pages of questions and interviews. I'm fluent in Japan. Guess what? I'm fluent in Japanese. Guess what I'm not going to do? Translate it. I'm just like, well, back to books with pretty pictures. And it never gets explained. And my guess is Buddha realized that was a really stupid idea. Having opposable thumbs did nothing.
In the first episode, you showed him as a full-grown person.
I'm just gonna, the first episode, you get that little scene where you've got You got Simone and his Captain Carlock outfit. Best outfit ever. And that's pretty much considered like what would have happened if Simone just stayed being dark. Because at some point there's this point where it's like, we're gonna work for creation and against destruction. But that thing would have been like if everything stayed dark and they talked about what was it? The bad spiral ending where, you know, all of that spiral energy was just going to make the universe implode. I consider that first section, and it is considered that first section was where the bad ending was going to be going. But it's okay, because Simone decided not to be a jerk.
No help to anyone besides you.
Yeah.
Alright, so what would be your analysis for the creator's purpose of killing off Nia?
Killing off Nia?
Yeah.
Okay, so short version is Studio Gainax does not like happy endings.
Yeah.
That's the short version. If you ever sit down with the Gainax series or film, don't count on not being entirely happy with the end of it. The official thing on that is that she was an anti-spiral. And so you killed off all the anti-spirals, and for some reason, making babies doesn't work with anti-spirals the same way that it works with people. And so it's not that you have matter that has been created and is thus, you know, cannot be destroyed by you know, any means. So it's like, if I kill your parents, you're still cool. I'm not going to kill your parents, but you are Bruce Wayne, your parents died. That doesn't mean that Bruce Wayne goes away. It's fast. But for some reason, the spiral's like, you know, you killed off the spiral homeworld and everything else, so you just don't get to stick around. There's nothing there to continue your existence, so you're just going to go away, which I think is a really crap storytelling.
Like, what would be the, you know, I guess the psychological...
She should have stuck around, and if they were going to go with the whole, well, your spiral and your anti-spiral and you can't live in this world anymore because the anti-spiral homeworld got destroyed. You fused a robot with the cosmos to create a giant robot space creature thing the size of a universe. You created you created Gundam out of essentially nothing. I think you've got enough power in there to turn her human. And then she gets to be a real boy. Or a real girl.
Yeah.
Studio Gainax.
So they killed her off. They didn't come up with another excuse to let her live just because they don't like happy endings.
It's one of those things where, like, the ending is... It's, you know, you try to live a good life, and you live for the future. It's not about you, it's not about me. I'm going to quote Tony Stark here, it's about legacy. So, you know, it's like, well, I don't get a happy ending, but at least everyone, the future generations, will live better than what I had. But still, Bro needed to keep his life. So, yeah, that's that. Anybody else? Yeah?
Yoko actually isn't as old as Simo. According to the Gurren Lagann fact book that they released, biologically, Yoko is actually 18 or 19 at the beginning of Gurren Lagann. But since she grew up underground and there's no like, there's no concept of time exactly, she just takes a wild guess that she's 14.
Really? Because
sounds about right.
Officially, she's 15, which is the same age as Simone is. My question is, where did you find this fact book? Where can I find a translation of this thing? Because I've been looking for quite some time.
I haven't really looked too much into the fact book, but
so well, no. So you have a fact book?
I don't have it. I read about it.
Oh, okay. So I understand that might be entirely true, but really all I'm hearing is, well, I heard from a dude who said that he, heard from another dude who had this magical book. And unless I see the book itself, because I've heard the whole, well, time's different and underground time and space. She's 18, but then I've also heard that officially, no, she's 15 and she's just built.
It could be,
So it's one of those things, unless I can find it for sure.
It's called like the Hand of God or something.
Yeah, I keep on hearing about this God book, but no one can show me a dang scan. I suck at throwing things. I'm kind of not sucking entirely today. Anybody else? Anybody else have any questions? Yeah.
Alright, by the end of the series, who's more manlier? Simon or Kamina?
It's hard to know. Because here's the whole thing. It's like Kamina was good for like pep talks. Showing off his pecs.
He's a beast.
He's a good fighter.
Simone did so much. Simone was the one with the drills. He was the one with all the funny energy. This is just what my screensaver does. It goes through my entire Gurren Lagann picture folder, which does not contain cosplay. That stuff goes elsewhere.
Nope.
It's fair. I'm fine with it. I don't get the fan fiction because I'm happy enough with my ending. Wait, what were we talking about? Yeah. Anyone else? Or no, Simone. It's Kamina never got the drills.
You mean Simon? Can't remember what you said anymore.
Yeah, Kamina didn't get drills. He didn't have a little light up. He didn't have the drill core. Didn't make the drills. He didn't sit around and have to be a battery for an hour. So I'm totally saying that Simone was a bigger person, and I honestly dealt with a heck of a lot more tragedy. So in anime rules, he's thusly the bigger hero. Anyone else? We're just gonna look at the pictures, and I hope that I went through these well enough that nothing bad's gonna pop up. Yeah.
No, it's already.
In that scene, in the first arc where they have the village that has to kick some people out and they have the orphans kicked out, I can't remember their names.
Adai Village and Gimme Dairy, yeah.
Yeah. How did the chief load the lottery system? I don't understand how he managed to load it.
I am not a magician, so I don't really know. I don't know, maybe it was as simple enough as there's like an ink pad or something at the bottom, and it was just all a matter of all of them are unmarked, and, at the very end, whenever there's only two, we get some stamp. I don't know, I'm not a magician, it's never explained, it's just, he rigged it, he's a con man, he's a bad man, and he might be Rocio's daddy, but they don't have Mori on the Gurren Lagann planet, so we'll never know. Anyone else? Any other questions? Anyways, any other burning questions about the Gurren Lagann universe? How many calories in a pickle butt?
Do you know the answer to that?
No, I got asked that question. It's like, let's see, it's like daily allotment for, a grown man is something like 30 or 3,000 calories. Simone probably needs like 25 20,000. We're just dealing with a snack, so relatively like 1,500 calories for big whole lot. Yeah.
Calories.
Math at work.
Is it ever explained exactly what happened while Kamina's dad was on the surface? Does he like
no.
anything of real?
It's never explained exactly what happens. There's the Parallel Works, which was a series of little music videos. The first set stayed strictly within the confines of music that they had used within the series, and the second one's all like, we're just gonna start grabbing music from other places. In the first set, which if you buy the special editions of the movies, you get that as an extra. There's one where you've got like all these scenes of somebody's shadow running through the desert. It's never said officially that that's Kamina's dad, but that's pretty much the headcanon that that's Kamina's dad running from probably a giant gunman who's come to smash it. So it's never explained officially what happens to Kamina's dad, but just that, yeah, he's dead.
I think a spin-off series with Kamina's dad would be really awesome.
I think like a spin-off series with like those 7 years of time skip, and we have to find out why Rosiel is a giant jerk, and Dayaka being the most awkward date ever. Or not. Yeah, Dayaka.
So how come Leron never ever ages?
If you look close enough, you can see some gross people. We don't talk about that because he will show up and mess up your crap. Maybe that's just how he uses his spiral energy. He's gonna stay young forever. He's a beautiful queen. Here's hoping I don't wang something in it. Oh, so close. I almost got a goal. Anybody else? No one else? Okay. Come on, we got roughly like 10 minutes. There's gotta be some other burning question out there.
We would like you to talk about Viral. Just talk about him. Yeah. Just give us random information about him.
He's part cat and part shark.
How does that work? How does that work? I do not get that.
Well, it's like your first roleplay character. I'm half ninja and half fairy and half black, and that's where my +3 of stealth comes in. Sorry if that's offensive. I'm Mexican, so like throw taco comments my way. Just Mexican enough that they check me at the border. Every border. His voice actor in the Japanese, if I remember is correct, works on the Legend of Zelda series. There's some weird connection I can't completely remember because I think I was drunk whenever I was writing it. So many years. But there's a connection between Viral and Link in Legend of Zelda, and that's why that girl who pops up in the anti-spiral mind screw-over kind of looks like Princess Zelda. It's that connection. But that's his happy ending. It's that he gets to have a wife, he gets to have children, but Beastman can never have kids. Because it's explained in the series that they're cloned. So they will never know the loving, tender embrace of anything. Which I think is enough that I'd probably rampage the surface of the world too. Anybody else? Come on, I got candy. Yeah.
Which one was powerful enough to make Zero and Zero? Why did he just do it
If Lord Gino was powerful enough to make himself immortal, Lord Gino wasn't immortal because it gets stated in the series that he's been around for at least 1,000 years. Alright, show of hands, because you're saying that Lord Gino shouldn't have lost the fight, so where was the time skip gonna go?
I don't know, I think
oh, dude, I know. So, fight with Lord Gino, they punch the crap out of each other, and the villain wants to keep on punching the crap out of each other, and then finally gets to the point where they just look at each other and they're like, so it's come to this. I guess it has. And then the whole thing turns into like a really crappy like neighborhood sitcom. And Lord Gino's just like the guy next door who's like sick of the dang kids on his lawn, and we all learn important lessons about friends and family, and it then gets shown on the Disney Channel. Featuring Mr. Feeney as Lord Gino. Somebody here's got to write fanfiction to write that for me. Anybody else?
Was Guam first to the Beastmen?
Is Guam what now?
Was he the first Beastman?
Technically, yes. Guam, Guame, the immovable, or something like that. Once again, drunk. There's one of the parallel works in which you essentially see Lord Genome's whole side of the story, his whole Simone-esque rise to power, and then craziness. And the first thing you see him is you see him as a little boy playing with Beastmen, and there's this kind of turtle-looking thing that looks a heck of a lot like Guam if Guam was a Beastman. So it's never officially said, but unofficially, yeah, that's Guam, and he's been there for the longest. So Guam is to Lord Genome as Buddha is to Simone. Anybody else? Alright. Well, you have not watched all of it. It's 27 and a half episodes. There's a half episode out there. It's not that good. There's a video game that got released on like the DS or something that got released with a half episode. That game I heard is not good. I'm not willing to pay that much for an import where it goes over the entire series but no one's character design ever changes. That's how it's been explained to me. But there's a half episode in which they go to the car wash. That's the whole thing. Going to the car wash. Simone is washing his Lagann and keeping it nice and clean, and Kamina is like, screw it, it's gotta rain eventually. It's like, no, Kamina, you have to wash your gunman. And some random beast girl shows up. I'll wash your gunman for you, and no, she steals it. No, and then they have to get it back, so it's like, oh, now my clean gunman's dirty again, and we're back to square one. That's the entire thing. It's yeah, essentially an episode of like any Disney comedy. So I'm just gonna rat on Disney Vlog for the rest of the time. But yeah, that's that. So that's a half episode, and it's like 5.5. There's 2 movies. There's a handful of parody works. There's a crap video game. Gurren Lagann is now part of the oh crap, what's it called? There's a series in Japan of games that's been going on for like 15 years or something. And it's essentially a fan orgy of every single super robot wars of every single giant robot anime fighting game spectacular. And so there's like stuff original to it, and then they just like keep on getting franchises put on it. And so Gurren Lagann's part of it now. Kokios is part of it. Macross is part of it. Gundam is part of it. And it will never come over to the States because it's a licensing nightmare. And I can never find a port that works, so I've never played any of it. There's that, and then there was a game that didn't happen because that crashed enough hard drives that the company, I think, went bankrupt or decided it just wasn't worth their time to go with that anymore. It was going to be like an MMO type game where you're a digger and you just dig, you find crap, you sell it, you upgrade. It was going to be awesome. It went to beta, and everyone who was involved in the beta, their hard drives crashed and ate themselves. So the company had to shell out for new hard drives for all of their betas, and then the game just went dead. And it'll Alright. About 3 minutes. Is anyone here to like kick me out yet? Oh, okay. I don't know what you're doing, but we're back to you. Zombie survival, oh my god. Yes, in the mic. Oh, you're gonna have to speak up. Do you have a question?
Can I have a piece of candy?
Do you have a question about Gurren Lagann? What? If it's shaped like spirals, maybe. See, that's a question about Gurren Lagann. He gets one. I'm right-handed. Work. Hit the wall. Yes, Batman.
Who would you say is oh sorry. Who would you say your favorite character is?
It's Simone. Like, Gurren Lagann, like, I did not care about anime for, like, a couple of years before I saw Gurren Lagann. It was just something I had a passing interest in. And then I saw Gurren Lagann, and I fell back into the hole that is this. It got me started doing panels at conventions, stuff like that. But it is definitely Simone, because he is the character that I love the most out of, I think, of everyone, because he really reminds me of myself, and it's like, oh, really? Yeah. Well, yeah. So, it's like the best thing, you know, I look at him, and, like, he was capable of so much, and it makes me think that I can be capable of so much. And hopefully I won't be the dude who disappears after a wedding.
I was expecting that.
Alright, I'm just gonna throw random candy out because
yes,
I have candy.
It's the best part.